Having been a private tutor for the last 10 years, I've logged more than 3,500 hours of one-on-one instruction with students. Taking my educational passion and a little bit of business savvy, I've helped build Veritas Tutors to a business with more than $1 million in earnings. I like to think of our impact more in terms of students we've touched than dollars we've earned. And that brings up FinalsClub.org, which is a project meant to reach out to those people who can't ordinarily reach us and impact lives on a scale far greater than I could ever conceive in a local tutoring industry. In the early days of my tutoring company, I oftentimes had my mornings free while I tutored in the afternoons. So I would often poke my head into Harvard lecture halls, taking notes and learning things to make up for the classes I'd missed or skipped during my undergraduate days. In any event, one class stuck and I would go and take diligent notes every day, eventually running off to the coffee shop afterwards to write them up into a full-fledged blog post with my thoughts, considerations, and analysis of the reading included. About 2/3 of the way through the semester, it was advised to me that I should bring this up with the professor and get his permission to share what I was learning. I went into his office hours, as I had done many times as an undergraduate. I presented him with the 67-page document that I'd written, inspired by his course, and told him that I'd been sharing it online for my family and friends to follow along. To my astonishment, he was incredibly irate and demanded that I remove it immediately. Now, at this point, I should probably tell you that one of the reasons I'm an entrepreneur is because I don't take orders very well. I am one for discussion, collaboration, and certainly education, but not dictatorship. So while I complied with his demand, it was the thing that bugged me in the back of my head for the next 2.5 years until I started FinalsClub. The fact of the matter is, FinalsClub is an expression of my interest in sharing knowledge freely with the world. With a social mission and no profit motive, Wikipedia has been able to transform the entire encyclopedia industry from one that generated about $1 billion in sales to what Fred Willison of Union Square Ventures likes to call a $0 billion business. It's really proven an incredible project in its ability to change the way people interact with information, interact with one another, and consume knowledge. Now, FinalsClub and ideally other projects of its kind aim to help us generate new ideas, create new knowledge, and overall bring that academic setting that I've been privileged to access into the public sphere. The fact of the matter is, students are engaged more when they're accountable to their peers. Social learning has proven to be a viable and valuable resource in and out of the classroom, and the best way to engage students of this generation is to facilitate learning and discussion in an online collaborative environment. And right now, the problem with open education has nothing to do with technology. We have ample technology for collaboration and communication. It's more a collective action problem, a social problem, a problem of getting people accustomed to public learning. The idea is to engage the entire academic hierarchy in a single platform that encourages contribution and reconciles interests. So students can learn and professors can teach to the best of their abilities, and all of it can be shared online for anyone to access. By allowing students to take their privileged access to knowledge and share it with the entire world, we have the potential to impact millions, if not hundreds of millions of people. One of the biggest surprises of FinalsClub.org has been its global impact. Acutely aware of its traffic numbers, we've received hits and visits from more than 27 different countries around the world, including China, India, Australia, the US, and Canada. Hopefully the knowledge and access to information that FinalsClub enables will help the next Einstein or Shakespeare discover him or herself wherever they may be, from the streets of Mumbai to a school in Kenya. Basically, we're trying to open eyes and possibilities to the whole world of academics that has heretofore been sheltered in the ivory tower.